Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I want to come to you with another video, man, talking about this is something dealing with the government shutdown that people really need to pay attention to. And I read this article and I've written down some notes that are very important that you need to check out. And this article is actually going to be called, thousands face threat of evictions after HUD contracts expired due to shutdown. Listen to this. They said with partial government shutdown on the verge of becoming the longest in U.S. history, right? They said housing advocates fear thousands of low-income Americans are being at risk. They said more than 1,000 government-backed housing contracts have already expired and potentially will do also in the coming weeks. They saying since the shutdown, approximately 1,150 federal assistance contracts haven't been renewed due to funding lapses at the Department of Housing and Urban Development. They said in a letter to landlords reported from the Washington Post, HUD property owners to dip into some of their reserve accounts, to cover funding shortfalls to keep tenants in place. Now, the National Income Housing Coalition in advocacy, in advocacy, right? They mapped out the expired and soon to be expired HUD contracts to highlight the impact the government shutdown is having on low income families. And they also said funding these contracts is necessary to keep about 150,000 deeply poor, mostly seniors and people with disabilities, and affordable. Said Diane Yentel, the president and CEO of National Low Income Housing Coalition. And property owners fear the effects the housing markets and foreclosure and bankruptcies that will eventually start evicting their residents. They also feel like a lot of foreclosures and stuff like that. They fear how the housing market is going to have on their tenants and also their properties. And for what I'm seeing right now, I told y'all before, they already cut 880 billion in housing urban development. When they started cutting out them stamps, they cut out 293 billion on the food stamp program alone. They cut 193 billion on the SNAP benefit program. Then he also cut another 800 billion in Medicaid. But like I said, the main one, they cut 880 billion in housing and urban development. So you best believe, right, this right here was already mapped out and planned out anyway. So within the coming weeks, it's definitely going to be hard for people that's in for low income housing. I apologize for that. And like I was saying though, man, it's definitely something we gotta pay attention to, man, because it's definitely gonna be rough on a lot of people. But I had to come to y'all with this video, man, spread thoughts up on this, shed light up on the situation. I felt the need that y'all had to hear this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. Always appreciate the love. And it's your man B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.